Protein is now at Starbucks, and it's never tasted so good. You can add protein cold foam to your favorite drink or try one of our new protein lattes or matcha. Try it today at Starbucks.
5 a.m., I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. One more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Spring starts at the Home Depot, and we are bringing the heat to your backyard this season. Fire up the flavor with our wide variety of grills for under $300, like the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill that's perfect for hosting your spring cookout. Then set the scene and turn your outdoor space into the go-to spot with patio sets for every budget. Bring it this season with grills that deliver flavor and patios that set the vibe from the Home Depot. Start your spring with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Ugh, you said you were over him, but his hoodie is still in your rotation. It's time. Grab your phone, snap a few pics, and sell it on Depop. Listed in minutes with no selling fees. And just like that, a guy 500 miles away just paid full price for your closure. And right on cue.
Hey, still got my hoodie?
Nope, but I've got tonight's dinner paid for. Start selling on Depop, where taste recognizes taste. List now with no selling fees. Payment processing fees and boosting fees still apply. See website for details.
The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
More wide receivers added to the Eagles wide receiver room. Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is. Cover news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, jointly produced here by the Eagles Pinpool Podcast Network and the STT Sports Network on YouTube. As I say always, guys, make sure you hit the like button, share button, follow, or subscribe, depending on whether you're listening to audio or video, whatever platform you're on, whichever device you're on, hit the buttons on your screen. It's free to do. It's free to support these great channels as they continue to grow. And make sure you tune in to Trending in the AM Monday through Friday live on the STT Sports Network for 90 minutes of live sports talk, talking all things trending, not just with the Eagles, but Philadelphia sports in general, taking your opinions. Guys, the Eagles on Tuesday announced 2 more moves to continue to round their roster out, to continue to put pieces together, to continue to tell us a story of what's going on this offseason with the Eagles. So let's get to them. Obviously, let's start with the more wide receivers. The Eagles have signed soon-to-be 26-year-old former second-round pick Elijah Moore, wide receiver. Elijah Moore is a guy that, like I said, he's 26. He was a former, well, he'll be 26 in like 2 days. Former second-round pick of the Jets. Spent 2 years in Cleveland. Spent a year in Buffalo last year. Another low-risk, high-reward move. And when they see, Eagles fans see this Elijah Moore signing, we don't know much other than it being a one-year deal at this point. Everyone just assumes that this and the Hollywood Brown signing means A.J. Brown's out the door. And I'm here to say it absolutely does not mean that. It does give them flexibility. If they do decide to move A.J. Brown post-June 1st, it gives them an option. But I don't think one is linked to the other directly as other people think. Excuse me. First and foremost, Elijah Moore and A.J. Brown are supposedly very, very, very close people. But you also got to understand something. We don't know what Sean Mannion's offense is going to look like in 2026 and beyond. It comes from a Green Bay team that like to spread the ball around, that while we have elite wide receivers in Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, Green Bay used 4 or 5 receivers. They used multiple tight ends, multiple running backs. They moved the ball quickly. There were a lot more offensive plays every game. So you need wide receivers. You need options. You need to be able to spread the field out. And Elijah Moore gives you another one of those options. Now, Elijah Moore is a guy that his last 2 years in Cleveland, let's be honest, he had over 100 targets in 2023 and 2024 with bad receivers. Now, he didn't put up big numbers. You know, his best year is 640 receiving yards. He did have 5 touchdowns his rookie year with the Jets. It's not like he's a small, fast guy, but he's not a take the top off guy. He's a 4th wide receiver. You still have Darius Cooper. You might have Johnny Wilson, depending on his injury. You still got Britton Covey. Not sure who the odd man out will be there, but I don't think people realize that Elijah Moore coming here does not signify the end of A.J. Brown. It just gives them another option. And I love that. I love having options. I love the fact that you're starting to see some ideas on what this offense might look like. Also on the offensive side, another thing the Eagles did do, Fred Johnson has been re-signed. Now, let's talk a little backstory here. Fred Johnson last offseason went into it and signed a 1-year deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Eagles did not have strong depth on the offensive line. Injuries happened. There were banged up things that the rookies and the young guys didn't, perform quickly or well enough right away. And the Eagles had to go out and trade and bring him back. Now, instead of letting that happen this offseason, letting him go, they're just bringing him back right away to another 1-year deal. Now, some will tell you that Fred Johnson might spell the end of Miles Hinton or Cam Williams or both. I don't think it spells the end. But what it does do is put pressure on those 2 young guys that they better up their game. They better step up in the offseason workouts and activities because they can't be the guys performing the way they did last year as the depth pieces on the offensive line. We know the Eagles are targeting early in the draft tackle and guard. Bringing back Fred Johnson gives you more flexibility, maybe not to have to reach right away. And in Fred Johnson's defense, his 2024 wasn't bad, but wasn't great. I'm just going to give you these numbers here. In 2024, he had 240 pass blocking snaps. He gave up 8 sacks and 25 pressures. In 2025, had over 140 more, 386 pass rushing snaps. Only gave up 2 sacks and 17 pressures. So the young man is getting better. And look, when Lane Johnson went down, Fred Johnson was forced into starting at right tackle, and he did okay. But what that did also was it took away something that the Eagles were doing very successfully, and that was run jumbo package. So Fred Johnson's here as a guy that we know can start for Lane Johnson if necessary. But we also know what he's capable of doing in that jumbo package. So I think both those things are very important. I think both those things are very good. So that's what it is. One other little side note, a few rule changes have been proposed in the NFL. We'll see what happens with them. But shockingly, I'm choking up on this. The tush push is not being proposed to be banned this year. Go figure. The Eagles start to struggle with it. Other teams that voted against it used it effectively, and now all of a sudden, nobody wants to ban it anymore? Go figure. Not shocked. Guys, thanks for tuning in. It's the slow part of the offseason. We'll get ramped up here as the draft comes back or gets closer here with daily episodes as more top 30 visits start to roll in for the Eagles. But for now, everybody have a great day. Continue to like and follow along. Go Birds! And bubbles up.
You know you need fiber for a healthy gut, but do you actually know how to get it? Quaker's been serving up fiber since 1877, with over 100 great-tasting, good source of fiber options to choose from. Whether you like old-fashioned oats, instant oatmeal, granola, or oatmeal squares, Quaker makes it delicious. So good. Get your fiber with Quaker. Shop Quaker's good source of fiber products at a store near you.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
I have created the most advanced AI soldier.
The wait is over. Tron Ares now streaming on Disney+.
We are looking for something you've discovered. And some of us will stop at nothing to get it.
Ready? The countdown is complete.
There's no going back.
Our directive is clear.
Hang on!
Tron Ares now streaming on Disney+. Rated PG-13.
Whether you bond over streaming binge-worthy videos, watching sports recaps, video gaming, or by unplugging altogether, the 2026 Lincoln Nautilus Hybrid helps keep you connected throughout your journey. Learn more at Lincoln.com. Available connectivity features and functionality vary by model. Package pricing, trials, and term lengths vary by model. Video streaming and games are only available while parked.